Guys, welcome to the Shay Speaks Life channel. What else cars? Gonna get you right channel. Look though, this will be a collective message. Guys, keep in mind that energy is fluid. This could have already happened in the past. This could be happening right now, in the present, or about to happen in the future. Take what applies and let the rest fly. You feel me? They said if it don't fit, then you must have quit. Okay, anyway, moving on. I've already asked my ancestors and spirit team go ahead and return back to sender any black magic or any negative energy is sent this way, and so it be. Ashe, Ashe. Okay, just period. Let's see what's going on here. Happy birthday to all of my Gemini gang, Gem gang and friends. Okay, let's see and let the story begin. Great legacy, we grew apart. All right, for a group of you, you got a great legacy here. This came out the last reading, okay? And for a group of you, I feel like y'all grew apart. You were in a relationship, friendship, partnership. You guys were on a track of doing something great together, and I feel like you guys went separate ways here recently. Divine Feminine. Okay, that period. A Divine Feminine that has a great legacy here, right? Yeah, we grew apart. I got poly talk. Okay. And the answer is no, facing your fears. Okay, so some divine feminines could have been dealing with somebody. You are already on the path here, divine feminines, to a great legacy for whatever that is that you do. You probably in a spiritual community, a spiritualist, a reader, or something like that. Reiki healer, something like that. Yeah. And so I feel like for a group of you, divine feminines, you may have been talking about living a polyamorous lifestyle with somebody or something like that. And I feel like it was okay. It sounded okay up front, and then it's like, nah, our ideas of polyamorous or the poly lifestyle or relationship, it differs. I feel like you grew out of that stage or phase of your life here. Yeah, divine feminines. I feel like this person that you were with, they were poly, or they left the poly lifestyle, and they may have, it was like, well, this is how I, move or whatever. And I feel like you was like, okay, let me see what's up. You know what? No, that's not it. Okay, I learned from my lesson. I feel like you tried it and it wasn't for you. Or I feel like even you entertained the thought by talking with a partner about it, right? And then that's when you realize, once y'all had to talk about a polyamorous type of relationship, that's when you realize that you guys are on two different levels. That's when you realize that y'all are on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that you grew apart from this person here. Yeah, you learned your lesson with this person here. Yeah, you learned from your lesson dealing with this person. I feel like for a group of you, y'all could have talked about poly talking, and I had LGBTQ. For a group of you, I feel like divine feminines, if you were with a masculine and they were talking about poly, they may have been open to LGBTQ, you know what I'm saying? And that was something that you may was like, oh no, I'm not, I'm not with that or something like that. And so I feel like for a group of you, y'all fell apart. Y'all grew apart here based off of what their expectations look like in that type of dynamic versus what your expectations and your standards look like when it came to talking about that. Okay, yeah, they definitely fumbled the deal here or something like that. They fumbled you, divine feminine. You had a great legacy. This person was too caught up into just sleeping with, you know what I'm saying? They fumbled you because they couldn't handle you, collective, because you weren't lower vibrational like everyone else that they've dealt with before. Okay? Yeah, I'm lying to you. A Sagittarius could have something to do with it, or a Sagittarius could be lying to you about something. Okay. A Sagittarius could be lying about something, or I'm lying to you. Maybe a Sagittarius fumbled a deal or something like that. Definitely. Somebody fumbled you, lied to you about a Sagittarius or something like that for a group of you. Somebody fumbled you, divine feminine. That's a great legacy. You already was on, you know what I'm saying? You already was on track to doing your own thing or whatever. Of having a great legacy here. Everyone would know your name here in history or something like that, or your name will be in the, I can't say in the books, but by then it'll be in the ethers, in the internet or something like that. They fumbled you and you learned your lesson though. You learned about your self-worth, you learned about your standards, you learned about, experimenting your experience, and you learned about your work. 888 abundance is on the way to you guys. Yeah, just period. I feel like when you decided to back off from this person, it was like, okay, we're not on the same level, we're not equally yoked or anything like that. You learned a lesson from having that experience. But I feel like you just weren't aligned here, spiritually aligned with this person. Could have been an Aries, a Sagittarius. I got fire energy popping out of here like crazy. Okay, baby. Yeah, Aries may have dealt with rejection or maybe rejected. You may have rejected an Aries or something like that because they were lying to you. I feel like for a group of you, you look at poly and you be like, okay, is it polyamorous relationship or is it just swinging? Y'all just want to have, sex, with everybody. Yeah. And I feel like that was where the main difference was. You rejected that. You rejected that notion. Just didn't agree. You didn't align. Your values, your morals did not align, Divine Feminine, with this person here. You could be a Sagittarius, you could be an Aries. This person could be an Aries or a Sagittarius here. But they definitely were trying to open you up, pause, you know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. A karmic male may was trying to open you up so they can continue to siphon energy from your sacral chakra here. You rejected them, okay? You rejected this karmic male here. Spirit wants you to give gratitude to the ancestors for protecting you. Okay. I feel like, rejection was God's protection for a group of you. Because this person, they could have just been too wild for you, baby. You can't live your life like that. It's certain guidelines you got to live by. Something like that. Yeah. Let's see. Pisces. Okay. Come with it. Pisces, Aries. Who else? Sagittarius. Yeah. Okay. A Pisces may have wanted to take revenge here. Okay. A Pisces may have wanted to take revenge on a Divine Feminine here. Yeah. They wanted to take revenge. Why? Let's find out. Why did they want to take revenge on a Divine Feminine here? Dang, you plotted against me? Okay. I feel like for a group of you, this ex of yours, they plotted against you here. Look here. They plotted against you. But guess what, baby? Love always wins, don't it? And you better give gratitude to, like I said, you better give gratitude and thanks to your spirit team or something like that. Because love always wins. Best believe it. Okay? Yeah. Love always wins or something like that. You're going to get your prototype coming. You are the prototype. Yeah, never settle here. I feel like for a group of you, you never settle here again. That's what I'm saying. That's what I felt from the beginning. You didn't settle. Stay focused here and never settle. Yeah, stay focused and never settle. This person that wanted to get you in a polydynamic clearly would have had you settling here, Divine Feminine. He was like, nah, I'm straight. I'm cool on that or something like that. Yeah. Get somebody else to do it or something like that. Yeah, you didn't settle here. You know your self-worth. Okay. Yeah, you done worked on yourself. This person couldn't keep you in a polydynamic even if they wanted to. Dang. Okay. The best sex I've ever had. I'm telling you, okay, so this person here, he loves you so much. The best sex you ever. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. God giving gifts. I want to wine and dine you. So somebody who loves you very. Okay, so this you calling in your prototype, baby. If we happen to part, okay, baby. You got a great legacy with God giving gifts. I'm telling you, y'all are a spiritualist out here or something like that. Clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient. You all the clairs for a group of you psychics, mediums, Reiki healers, poet writers. You know what I'm saying? Like you use words or something like that, your God given talents and gifts or something like that for a group of you. This is part of your great legacy. This was already in you, born in you, or something like that. So for a group of you, remember, love always wins came out. Somebody want to wine and dine you, somebody who loves you so much, they're gonna give you the best sex you done ever had, y'all. Just period. This is what you gonna get. This is what you're gonna get. Somebody who loves you, that want to ride or die you, that's gonna give you the best. They're gonna put that 360 swirl in their back. They're gonna give you that long stroke Lamar. They're gonna give you that wet 'em up Wanda. Yeah. You will have success. Just period. Wow, guys. Because you never settled. People thought they counted you out, baby. They counted you out for the count or something like that. I got new beginnings. You will have success. You better claim that. You will have success. You will have new beginnings here because you decided to choose yourself, because you chose to live. Somebody wants to live your life, collective. Okay, divine feminines. Somebody want to live your life. They think life is just so peachy keen with you because you got abundance on the way. They want to ride your coattail all the way to the bank or something like that. And they stink or something like that. Yeah, just period. Somebody want to ride your coattail. Somebody want to live your life. Somebody wants the abundance that is unlocking for you at this time because you decided to choose yourself and never settle here. You're using your gifts here for God's glory here. And as these exes and these people who plotted against you here, it ain't happening. Yeah, you make somebody so happy here. Okay, somebody is so happy. They want to wine and dine you. They love you so much. They have a new beginning with you. You're going to have success. You're going to have abundance. You're going to have love here. Wow. Wow. Somebody try to do voodoo on you, practicing voodoo on you, and they religious. A cancer could have something to do with it. Okay, I got a zodiac signs coming out to play, baby. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Pisces. I got fire and water. Yeah, somebody tried to do voodoo on you, but they religious here. How y'all religious and you doing voodoo? I feel like an ex of yours who you walked away from. They started doing voodoo or something like that. Or for a group of you here who wanted to take revenge on you. You got to stay focused here. Because I feel like this is a distraction here, Sagittarius. This karmic male came into your life to be a big distraction here. And they know that, look, you will have abundance on the way and success. You have abundance and look, and a new beginning with abundance and success and the best sex you've ever had. Like, you're going to have literally everything. And somebody in the background here is practicing voodoo on you, but they're Christian, I'm hearing. Yeah. They've been rooting on you, rooting on your success, rooting on your love life. They've been trying to do it, boo-boo. And it's not working here because you did not settle. I feel like you leveled up, you awakened, you evolved. You're not even vibrating on the same frequency of when this ex had access to you. Hold on for 1 minute. Okay, look. So it look like you gonna have everything. Love always wins. Just period. Let me see. Hold on. Somebody who's a Bible thumper who don't even live by what they preach or something like that, who's very religious. They're the ones who been practicing voodoo on you or something like that. I feel like for a group of you, because you faced your fears here, this is why you're opening up new beginnings and a new chapter for yourself in love here. Somebody's coming in that is about to love your dirty drops. They're gonna drink your bath water up here. You know what I'm saying? They said you made them ecstatic, baby. You made them super happy, baby. This person over here, this ex, this karmic ex, they thought you was gullible here. They thought that you were so damn gullible here, you wouldn't gonna know no better when they would be betraying you here, collective, causing an imbalance. Causing an imbalance by doing that damn voodoo on you, on your business, on your security, on your stability, on your love life here, guys. Yeah. What's going on? How are you still alive? Yeah, I can't make it out. Look at this. Causing an imbalance. They didn't do death or something like that. They want you unalive. This is part of them taking revenge here. Wow. All because of rejection. All because of rejection, y'all. You looking good at the bottom of the deck. I don't want you to move on. This person is obsessed with you. This ex. Baby, they want to take revenge. They doing all kind of voodoo spell work. They don't want you to move on. Okay. They want to tell you the truth. I don't want you to move on. I want to tell the truth. Okay. This person here, I feel like now they're really feeling the spell work that they did on you is coming back to them poo-poo, causing them an imbalance here. Okay, yeah. Well, they've been doing death measure. They don't even want to see you alive just because you don't want to be with them. But the more and more that they see here, they keep looking, you're going to have success. You looking good. You glowed up. You got abundance on the way. New beginnings here. Like, you got a lot of good stuff going on for yourself. And this person in the background here, this karmic male in the background, is hating from the sidelines. They can't even get in, twin. Yeah. This new person coming in, I'm telling you, they love your energy, baby. Yes, they love your energy. And somebody, look, this is what I said. I thought we was on the same page under the, remember now, we grew apart back here. Yeah. Thought we was on the same page, what we were looking for. And wrong answer. Yeah. Yeah, you already know your life purpose here. Collective using your God. Look. You already know your life purpose. You're already operating and living in your life purpose using your God-given gifts here. Yeah. And you're learning to lean on your own intuition. Don't let nobody try to gaslight you, manipulate you, betray you, or lie to you when you're learning to lean on your own intuition and do your own research. Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to do it for your reading. Guys, please like, share, subscribe, comment below if this message does resonate. Until then, I'll check you later. Peace.